Am I stressed? Well, of course I am, with no doubt. But all of us have fears, right? But how many of you here have faced your fears lately? Because I'm facing one of my biggest fears right now. And fear is going to be different to everybody else. Not everybody will have the same definition of fear. See, some people may consider being afraid of heights, a couple people may consider being afraid of injections, and just a few people may consider being afraid of blood. But what is fear? If we were to define fear, fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the threat of danger, pain, or harm. However, I still remember the very last time I experienced one of my fears. My biggest discomfort. It was the fear of heights, the fear of bungee jumping. I remember the very moment arriving at the place for the very first time, seeing the crane. It just feels like your eyes will never reach the top. And you can see all those people jumping right in front of you, screaming like they're about to die, as their whole life relies on this one piece of rope. They call out your name. You're next. They place you in this small one-by-one box, which they call an elevator, and they start preparing you for your jump. Your heart starts beating faster and faster, pounding harder against your chest with each second. And you're in this box with a guy you just met, trying to make small talk, like, hey, my name's Adam, this is my first time. You're trying to comfort yourself. And you start your journey way up. The height's numbered on the elevator, 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters. And you're going up to only 50 meters, but it still feels like an eternity. You finally make it to the top. The guy attaches this big piece of rope to your legs. He instructs you to stand on the edge, extend your hands, and on a count of 3, you're going to jump. Seems fairly simple, right? Nothing hard. You follow his instructions. You walk up to the edge, and you extend your hands. But you look down. And you think to yourself, this is pretty damn high. How am I supposed to just jump? You ask the guy if he can push you off. He instantly replies with a no. Your only option of facing your fear with an ease isn't an option anymore. So you turn back around towards the guy, and you ask him, but what if the rope breaks off? But what if? But what if? He continues standing there, looking at you, waiting for you to jump. You can just see with ease that he has done it many times before. But yet you failed to trust him. So you look back down, and you can see people screaming at you from the ground, saying that if you want, you can just quit. You don't have to do this jump. You can come down, everything will be fine. Don't worry. But you think to yourself, I can't just quit. This doesn't make sense. I've come all this way up just to quit? No. You convince yourself to stay up there. You convince yourself to jump. So this is it. You're facing your fear. You're leaving your comfort zone. You stand on the edge, you extend your hands, and you close your eyes. And on a count of 3, you slowly start leaning forwards. And then you drop. Within seconds, you start accelerating towards the ground. And your mind is absolutely blank. No single thought manages to pass through your head at this point. And you take the courage to open your eyes. And you realize that this is one of the most peaceful feelings you've ever experienced. A feeling you've never experienced before. But wait, it's all over now? This is it? This is the thing you were afraid of? And it's all over now? And there was actually no point of you having that fear at all until you were actually standing up there on the edge. And now all of that fear, was it necessary? What did you need all of that fear for? There's actually, what we don't realize is that the best things, the best experiences in life have been placed behind all of that fear. And this is the moment you actually realize that. That until you actually were standing on that edge, until the moment you were actually about to jump, all of that fear was for nothing. But once you've jumped, you've experienced one of the most blissful feelings ever. But we also need to realize that this fear isn't actually real. This fear is only in the thoughts of our future. See, you weren't afraid of looking at the people jump. You weren't afraid of going into that elevator, nor you were afraid of talking to the guy. You were afraid of the very moment you were standing on that edge and you were about to jump. And now many of you may be asking yourself, where is he going with this? See, what I'm trying to say here today is that many people become comfortable with their lives. They have a family, a steady job, and a steady income. They become satisfied. But this satisfaction just means that they're not pursuing a goal in their life. And in my opinion, everybody should have a goal in their life, which they're pursuing. Because this goal is what allows us to leave those comfort zones and to face those fears. And this jump has taught me to fight those fears, to seek this discomfort, and seek those opportunities in life, which I'll definitely remember. Because we have limited time here on Earth. And who knows what will happen tomorrow? Do you think you'll remember a regular day, which follows the same continuous schedule day by day, a time in which you felt comfortable? Because I think discomfort is what actually blocks us. It's what doesn't allow us to face those fears, seek those new opportunities and experiences, which could end up going horrendously wrong, or could end up becoming one of the best experiences of our lives. See, this jump could have ended up going horrendously wrong for me. Let's just say by me getting injured. However, I was standing with this thought, with this fear, on that edge, and I put it to the side, and I jumped. And I can say with confidence, I've definitely made this an experience I'll remember for the rest of my life. And it has taught me to continue to seek this discomfort and face those fears. Because facing our fears builds our courage muscles. And what I mean by this is when we face a fear, we realize that something that was scary to us isn't that scary at all. And it actually makes us do more things that may feel scary to us. And it's actually important for our well-being because it actually develops us and improves us. Otherwise, we won't be able to develop. We'll be stuck in this box called our comfort zone. And seeking discomfort is what allowed me to do this talk today. Because right now I'm asking myself, why was I afraid? Why did I ruin my whole day and even this whole week just being worried about this event? Well, at the moment of my maximum fear was just as my name was being called out. Now, the reason why I'm able to be here today is because I have sought this fear of public speaking. I was given the opportunity, and I took it. And I think I've definitely made this an experience I'll remember for the rest of my life. So, remember, next time you're given an opportunity to face a fear, or even just to try something new, I say, take it. Thank you.